So I came up with this combination quite a while ago, breakfast sausage, adding it to stuffing in boxes. So it's usually people have one or two boxes in the pantry, and you can just buy some breakfast sausage, and it turns out really good. So there's the optional ingredients: dried cranberries, walnuts, pecans, pine nuts. Whatever you want to add at the end, you can do that. But we'll get started by removing the casings from the sausage. So I think this pack had about 14 in there. And this particular brand, I like the flavor of the spices. They did have maple flavor as well, but this is just the regular flavoring. So I use a very sharp paring knife, and you just make a slit down the center. And these have, this is a very thin casing, so it comes off really easy. Some brands have a thicker casing, so it takes a little bit longer. But yeah, this only takes a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, you want to, on the stove, have a frying pan with a little bit of oil warming up. So between doing this and preparing the stuffing, it really only takes about 20 to 30 minutes, if that. So quick and easy. It's a good solution if you don't have a lot of time. Speaking of time, I'm going to speed the time up because as exciting as this is, I don't think you want to see it in regular time. And on the stove, I have a pan going with just a little bit of, I think it was olive oil. Um, you don't need very much at all. There's enough fat in the sausage, and especially without the casing, it browns pretty quickly. So just spread them out as you normally would. And you want to cook these not all the way through, but just kind of brown them a little bit on each side, and then I'll show you the next step. So you just give them a flip. This shouldn't take more than a few minutes. They are small. And there's different ways of breaking these up to get the small pieces that you would need to incorporate into your stuffing mix. But the way that I found works the best is just to get a potato masher. And like I said, these are almost cooked through, but you just leave them slightly uncooked. And yeah, you stomp them and give them a good mash. And they're little bite-sized pieces, and then you let them cook all the way through. And because they're small, they don't take very long. Your heat should be on medium to medium high. You don't want to burn these. Just want to brown them a little bit. But you do want to fully cook these because you won't be cooking them with the stuffing. You'll just be adding it to the stuffing. So follow the directions on whatever brand stuffing mix you use. So I'm doubling the recipe because there's two boxes. So I have 2 cups of water and 4 tablespoons of margarine. Now the boxes of stuffing mix I had, one happened to be chicken, one's turkey. It doesn't really matter that much. They're very similar in flavor. But that's what I had in my pantry, and that's what we're going to use. But yeah, if you want to use 2 of the same flavor, that's fine. So yeah, follow the directions on the box. Let this come to a simmer or a slight boil. And in the meantime, your sausage is pretty much fully cooked. and add both packages at the same time, just so they're evenly mixed in. I'm turning down my heat, giving them a really good mix. Work in all that boiling water, hot water, and margarine. Give it a couple of turns. It's actually very little work to do it this way, instead of making stuffing from scratch. This is a big time saver, and the sausage adds a lot of flavor. So as per the instructions, we're going to let that sit for 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, the next step is to fluff it up with a fork first, just to kind of loosen it up a bit. Now you could do this in a large bowl as well, like a stainless steel bowl, but I'm all for not making a lot of dishes to clean, so you can do all this in one pan. So we're going to take our little pieces of sausage and we're going to add them to the stuffing mix. I was surprised actually how little grease was left over from frying these. But I am using a slotted spoon just to, if there is any drippings, and go through the spoon. So you want to give this a good stir. And I don't find this too salty either. That particular brand of sausage is not as overly salty, and either is the stuffing mix. So you could even do 3 packages of breading stuffing mix, but I found 2 is fine. But if you're doing a larger, maybe larger gathering or something, but this is just good for a dinner party of say 4 or 5. And these are dried cranberries, about a half a cup, so I just add those for a little bit extra flavor. You could actually add, crushed walnut or pecans, raisins, whatever you have. So the main point behind this recipe is it's kind of what you have on hand in the pantry, and it's very quick. It only takes, so if you need kind of a last minute stuffing or just something on the side of a dinner, then you could make this very quickly. And there you go. So again, it feeds about 4 to 6 people as a side dish. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you for the next videos, and please subscribe. Bye for now.